Hey everybody, Big Toad here, and welcome back to another video on building a 2D game in Unreal Engine 5. This is video number 15 in our series, and I'm going to cover random number generation today. Random number generation is one of the core principles and core pieces of functionality required in making any game. The random numbers are used to create random results so that the game doesn't always run exactly the same, unless you're trying to create a game where it's always exactly the same, and then you won't need random number generation. But typically within our games we're going to want some randomness, and that's how we use random number generation to do that. In the previous video we implemented an object called coin chest, and I'm going to randomize then the number of coins that are in that chest. Before we had it at 5. Now I'm going to randomize that number so you won't know how many coins are in a chest until you pick it up. So let's kill this video game here and open up our coin chest blueprint. I need to drag that in from off screen. We'll maximize that. And this is where we're going to make our changes right here in the event hit. And all we're going to do is add a random number generation to that coin count. So I'm going to drag this out, give me a little bit of room to work. And then I'm going to open my menu. And I'm going to type random in the search bar. And we're going to find random integer in range. And click on that. Now we have a max and we have minimum. I'm going to set the minimum to 2 and the maximum to 6. And so it's going to give me a random integer between 2 and 6, or from 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And now I can take that return value and drag it into my coin count. I'll bring that back over closer, and right there. And that's pretty much all we had to do to create a random coin count generation. Let's take a minute though and go back into our menu, and I'm going to type random, and look at all these random things we can do here. Random boolean from stream, from weight, and it goes on and on with all these randoms. Random integer 64. And so there's lots of different random tools that we have in Unreal Engine 5. And probably there's one here that'll meet your needs. Typically though, I think we're going to use things like random integer in range, or random float in range will be the ones we'll use most often. Let's go ahead and compile this blueprint and close it. Now we can go out to our level view and put in some of those chests and test the randomness of the numbers it generates. So we'll put one in there and we'll get it lined up and then look at it from the back view, and we'll have to drop it down to our platform level. Now we'll go back to the top view so we can add some more in and move them around. All right, Control D, and get another one and slide it this way. Line it up, Control D, add another one. And let's go up here and hit Control D on that, and we'll slide it up here, down in there, line it up. And I think that should do it. So let's go ahead and run this game, see what happens. Okay, here we are in the game. Let's go over here and see what happens. We got our coin count of 0. So watch that. Now we have a coin count of 1. Now we're going to hit a random chest. And we got 4 out of that one. So we have 5. Let's see what we get when we hit this next one. Going to move those blocks out of the way. Now we went 5 to 7, so that's a 2. And let's go get that coin. So that'll give us an 8. And let's hit this. 8 to 13, so we got 5. All right, let's go back to the other direction. I think we should have another chest or 2 there. Okay, 13. Now let's come down the ramp and get that 1 coin. 14. There, we got a 2, so that's 16. Now we'll get this one. So we have 17 and 18. And then, of course, we have our toll booths, and they'll subtract 1 each. Well, that was pretty easy to put in a random number generation and change the number of coins randomly within our coin chest. I hope you learned something here in Unreal Engine 5. This is the Big Toad, and I am out.